Good evening children. Class 5 Maths Exercise 6.8 Lesson 6 Fraction. We are in the word problems now. Number 1 question. Two brothers Rahul and Vinay reached the house in 5/6 of an hour and 4/9 of an hour respectively. Who took less time to reach the house? So what the question is asking you? There are two brothers Rahul and Vinay. Rahul took 5/6 of an hour to reach home and Vinay took 4/9 of an hour to reach home. So we will have to find out who took less time, whether Rahul took less time to reach the house or Vinay took less time to reach the house. So after reading the question and understanding what is given in the question, so now we will do the word problem sums and we will try to find out who took the less time to reach the house. So let us proceed.
Start.
Number 1. Time taken by Rahul to reach home. It is already given in the question 5/6 of an hour. 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. We know this, that in 1 hour there are 60 minutes. So 5/6 we multiply by 60. So 6 and 60. This is the numerator, this is the denominator. So we can cancel 6 one time and 6 10 times. So 6 one time and 6 10 times. Now in the denominator it is only 1. So 5 into 10 is 50. So this boy Rahul, he takes 50 minutes to reach home. Now let us see his brother Vinay. How much time does he take to reach home? Time taken by Vinay to reach home, it is given in the question 4/9 of an hour. So 4/9 you multiply by 60. So why 60? Since 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. So now if you will solve this, you will get 80/3 minutes. Now the numerator is big and the denominator is small. So we can do the division. So when we divide, I get one remainder 2. So this 26, what you get as the answer, this will be the minute and this will be the remainder will be the second. So here you get 2 seconds as the remainder. So who take the less time? See, Rahul took 50 minutes and Vinay, he took 26 minutes 2 seconds. So 50 is greater and 26 is smaller. So we will say that Vinay takes less time to reach home. Now let us do problem number 2. Now 6.8 number 2. Look at the question. Anil walked 3 1/5 kilometer on Saturday. So he walks how much on Saturday? 3 1/5 kilometer. And 2 4/5 kilometer on Sunday. So this much kilometer he walks on Sunday. How many kilometers did he walk altogether? When this word altogether comes, we understand that there is something called plus. That means we will plus this distance he covered on Saturday and this distance which he covered on Sunday. Now let us proceed towards the board. Distance covered on Saturday, 3 1/5. So this is a mixed fraction. So we will convert it into we will convert it into fraction. That is what? 3 into 5 is 15 plus 1 16. 16/5 kilometer. Distance covered on Sunday. Again this is a mixed fraction. So we will convert it into the another fraction. That is 5 into 2 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. 14/5. So now distance covered all together. So this distance that he covered on Saturday plus this distance which he covered on Sunday. So this plus this 16/5 plus 14/5. Now here the denominators are same. So we will just plus the numerator and we get 30/5. Now 30 and 5. 30 is the multiple of 5 table. So 5 one time, 5 6 times. So what is the answer? 6 kilometer. So this is the distance which he covered altogether on Saturday and Sunday. Now question number 3. Students, sums number 3. Mary purchased 6 3/7 kg of sugar. So what is the total quantity of sugar she purchased? 6 3/7 kg. She used 4 1/3 kg to bake cookies. So how much quantity of sugar did she use? 4 1/3 kg. So this was the total quantity of sugar she bought, and this is the quantity of sugar she used for baking some cookies. How much sugar is left? So when the word left is there, we understand that we have to subtract something. So this is the total quantity of sugar and this is the quantity of sugar used. So we have to find out how much sugar is left with her. Now let us proceed towards the board. Quantity of sugar purchased is equals to 6 3/7. So this is equals to 45/7. So you know this. How did I get this 45? 7 into 6 is 42. 42 plus 3 is 45. So 45/7. So this is the total quantity of sugar purchased. Quantity of sugar used. It is given in the question 4 1/3 kg. So 4 into 3 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. So 13/3 kg is the quantity of sugar which she have used for baking some cookies. So quantity of sugar left is this total quantity of sugar purchased minus this quantity of sugar which she used. So 45/7 minus 13/3. Now children, what is the problem here? The denominators are not same. So these are unlike fractions and we will first convert it into like fractions. So this type of exercises already we have done in the previous exercises. Now, so what we will do here, 7 into 3. First we will find out the LCM of the denominators which I have already found out here. So these are both are the prime numbers. So you will just multiply, you will get the LCM 21. So now I will proceed with the steps. 45 into 7 into 13 into 3 into 7 into what is equals to 21? 3. So up also I will multiply by 3. So 45 into 3 is equals to 135. Now 3 into 7 is equals to 21. So 13 also into 7 you have to do. So this is equals to 91. So now these unlike fractions with different denominators have been converted into like fractions. That means their denominator is same now. So now we can easily minus. So let us do the minus now. Now 135/21 minus 91/21. So the denominators are same. So 135 minus 91, that is equals to 44/21. So again I will convert this into mixed fraction because my numerator is bigger than the denominator. So it will go by 2 times, that is equals to 42. So the remainder is 2. So what is the answer did I get here? So 2/21 kg is the sugar which is left. So the sugar purchased is total quantity this much and the sugar used is this much. So when we minus it, so this is the answer that we get. 2/21. This is the quantity of sugar which is left. Now question number 4. Question number 4. There are 32 pencils with you. So total number of pencils, how much? 32 with you. You gave 1/4 of it. So 1/4 of it. Of it means of this total pencil. So how much did you give to your friend? 1/4 of 32 to your friend. How many pencils did you give? So what you will have to do here? What is the question? What is given in the question and what they are asking? So total pencils they have given 32. and it is told that you gave for 1/4 of it. So 1/4 of 32, and then we will get the answer. That is, we will get the number of pencils that we gave to our friend. So let us proceed towards the board. Total pencils is equals to 32. Number of pencils given 1/4 of 32. So now you just solve this. This is the numerator, this is the denominator. 4 one time, 4 8 times. So what is the answer? How many pencils did you give to your friend? 8 pencils. So this is the answer. Now number 5. A rope is 25 by 6 meter long. So what is the total length of the rope? 25 by 6 meter long. How many pieces? So something they are asking about the number of pieces. Of length 5 by 12 meter. Of length 5 by 12 meter can be cut from it. That means the total length of the rope is given to you, and they are saying that suppose if you start cutting the rope into some pieces and you cut them into this length, this much, 5 by 12. How many pieces can you cut from this total length of the rope? Now let us proceed towards the sum. Length of the rope is equals to, this is the total length of the rope, 25 by 6 meters. Length of each piece of rope cut out. That means there is one rope. Suppose this is the drawing. So there is one rope. Okay, and the total length of the rope is 25 by 6 meter. And suppose now I start cutting this rope into some pieces. And suppose I cut the pieces of 5 by 12 meter. So now they are asking how many pieces can you cut? If you start cutting some pieces of this length, how many pieces can you cut? So what you will have to do? We will have to do here division. So length of the rope is equals to 25 by 6. So the total length of the rope is 25 by 6 meter. Length of each piece of rope cut out. So you start cutting this rope into some pieces and you cut each length 5 by 12. So the question is asking you how many pieces. So therefore number of pieces of rope cut out. This total length of the rope divided by this length of the rope which you are cutting. So what you will have to do here, the division is there. This division will turn into multiplication, and this second fraction you will find the reciprocal, this much, and now we will just reduce to simplest form. This is 25, this is 5. So we can cancel 5 times. This is 6, this is 12. Again we can cancel here. So 5 into 2 is equals to 10 pieces. That means what, children? If you start cutting this total rope into this length, so how many pieces you can cut? You can cut like this 10 pieces. So this is the sum. Now we will go to sums number 6. Exercise 6.8 number 6. 7 by 9 of fraction of chocolate kept on the table is equals to 7 by 9. Fraction of chocolate distributed is 3 by 5 of 7 by 9. So now, can we do some cancellation here? Yes. 3 one time, 3 times. Now this 5 is again one odd number and 7 is also an odd number. But we cannot do any cancellation here. So what is left here? In the numerator only 7 is left, and in the denominator 5 into 3, that is equals to 15. So this is the answer. Now let us come to question number 7. Exercise 6.8 number 7. Priya's mother gave her rupees 1200. So what is the total money given? Rupees 1200. How much did she spend? She spent 1/4 of it. So 1/4 of 1200, this much she spent in buying books. So the question says us that she buy two things, books and clothes. So she spent 1/4 of it in buying books. So 1/4 of 1200 and 3/5 of it in buying clothes. So 3/5 of 1200. So how much money is left? So they are asking how much money is left. Left is again giving us something, the idea we have to subtract with her. So once more just see. Priya's mother gave her rupees 1200. This is the total money. And Priya, she spent this money on two things, on books and on clothes. But they did not see us the amount. We have to find out the amount. 1/4 of it. So 1/4 of 1200, we will get the amount of money that she spent on buying the books. Again, when we will do 3/5 of it, that means 3/5 of 1200. That means we will get the amount she spent on buying the clothes. So we will plus this amount and we will get the total amount of money spent, and then we will minus with this total. So how much money is left? So now after reading this question, we got the idea what we have to do. Now let us proceed towards the board. Total money given is equals to 1200. Money spent on buying books. So how much is the money did she spend on buying the book? 1/4 of 1200. So 1/4 into 1200. When you will cancel this, it will go by 4 times. You will get here 300. So this much is the amount of money which she spent on buying books. Okay. Now next, money spent on buying clothes. So she also spent some money for buying clothes. So we are given only the fraction and we are told 3/5 of it. So 3/5 of 1200. When you will solve this, you will get here rupees 720. So this much money she spent on buying clothes. So she spent this much money on buying books, rupees 300, and rupees 720 she spent on buying the clothes. So total money spent. So total money spent is equals to rupees 300 plus 720. Rupees 300 plus 720, that is 1020. So therefore the money left is equals to this total money which was given minus this total money spent on buying the books and the clothes. So the answer you will get is rupees 180. Now we will proceed to question number 8. Question number 8. Each book weighed rupees 29 by 21 kg. So what is the weight of one book? 29 by 21 kg. If a bookshelf can carry a weight of 58 by 7 kg. So there is one bookshelf, but it can carry how much weight? It can carry weight of 58 by 7 kg. Find the number of books it can hold. So what is given in the question? Let us try to understand. The weight of one book is 29 by 21 kg. This is the weight of one book. And you are given there is one bookshelf, but the weight which it can carry. So that means this bookshelf, it has got the capacity of holding only 58 by 7 kg weight books. So find the number of books you can keep on this bookshelf. So this is the question. So now we understood the question, and now let us proceed towards the board and do the sum. Weight of one book. What is the weight of one book? 29 by 21 kg. This is the weight of one book. Weight a bookshelf can carry. So this bookshelf where you are going to keep the books, it can carry how much weight? 58 by 7 kg. So number of books one bookshelf can hold is equals to this total weight which it can hold divide by the weight of one book. So what did I do here? Division. This is the total weight one bookshelf can hold. So this total weight one bookshelf can hold divide by the weight of each book. What is the weight of each book? So we just do the division now. The rule, 58 by 7, this is the first fraction, this is the division, this is the second fraction. So when we do the division, we know the rule. This division will change into multiplication, and the second fraction we will find the reciprocal. So you know the reciprocal, the numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. So can we do some cancellations here? 7, it will go 3 times. So 29 also it will go 2 times. 29 into 2 is equals to 58. So what is left here in this whole sum? 2 into 3, that is equals to 6. So how many books this bookshelf can hold? It can hold only 6 books. So it can hold only 6 books. Now next we will do the revision exercise and we will do the word problem sums.